Game Kings, the definition of game, documentary, coming soon. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and this subscriber sent a donation, so thanks for your donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation. So this one says, when it comes to getting with women, I cast a wide net by utilizing every platform at my disposal. In my Tinder and Bumble profiles, my bio states, I don't do no wine and dine, we straight fucking. I've had chicks match with me just to call me cheap, call me names, etc. To those chicks who did that, it's fuck them thoroughly. Anyway, I matched with this bad Brazilian chick who took interest in my profile, and we got it popping 2 days later. Me personally, before I smash a chick, I always tell her to give me head for a little bit to get me going. This recent encounter was different because Shorty's head game was on point, porn star status, that I just let her finish me off. She wanted to go around too, but I couldn't right away because Buddy was all gummy. She started asking me if I really liked her, why it wasn't getting back up after 5 minutes. She had this look of disappointment in her face, etc. I'm actually attracted to this chick, but for some reason my body was on some bullshit that night. Anyway, I introduced her to my finger and tongue game, and she busts. When I got up to get dressed and leave, she kissed me and said, thanks for making me come. I hit her up the next week saying I want to see her to set something up, but she ain't reply even after she read my message. A good percentage of my being wants to keep shit pushing, but a lesser percentage wants that wet mouth again and wants to hit her up. How would you respond in this situation? Would you hit her up one more time or just keep it moving like eviction since you already hit her up once? All right, so I actually like the way this dude writes. He said, I introduced her to my finger and tongue game. So this is the thing, and this is I'm glad you wrote this email because this is a very important, thing that guys need to understand in the game, right? You have to understand that you have to choose, how you want to be in this game. You got to choose the type of man you're going to be, the type of guy you're going to be when you're dealing with women, right? So there really isn't any necessarily wrong answer here, but it just all depends on, how you want to move in this game, and what you do is going to determine the type of relationships you're going to be having with these women. So you could, if you want to, right, hit her back up, right? Maybe like next week hit her up or whatever, right? Or you could just keep that shit pushing, right? What I personally would do, and this is what I suggest most guys do, is to keep it pushing, to keep it moving, right? And I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna tell you, what happens when you, respond to these chicks who haven't responded back to you, and I'm gonna tell you, what happens when you keep it pushing, right? So let's first start. Let's say if you choose to hit this girl back up, like you hit her up, you said, yo, let's get together again. You saw that she read your text, because on the text messages, sometimes if you have the thing on, you can see if the person read it or whatever, right? But she hasn't gotten back to you, right? So now what happened is this. Let's say she doesn't get back to you, and then you hit her up again. Let's say like a few days later, a week later, right? As soon as you hit her back up, right, now your situation has shifted. And what I mean is that, let's say she responds to you after you hit her back up that second time. What happens is that now she sees you differently. She looks at you as the type of guy where she can sort of kind of just like do whatever and act in any sort of way, and you will reward her with your attention and your time. Because what it's saying is that you hit her up, she was like whatever, just ignored you, and then you hit her up again. So it's basically saying that to her, well, I can ignore this guy, I can do whatever I want to do, and he'll still hit me up. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is a lot of times you might even get the girl to see you again or chill with you or do whatever, but the respect level isn't the same. She doesn't see you the same, right? And so what'll happen is that you're going to get usually more of that type of treatment, or she's going to lose interest in you, sooner than later, because that respect level she had from you from the jump, you understand what I'm saying? It sort of dissipates. And especially, in your situation specifically, the way that you was coming at these chicks, you got that very like alpha energy. Like, listen, I ain't for the fuck shit. I ain't whining and dining. I'm just trying to fuck. So what's good? You feel what I'm saying? So if you have that type of energy, but then at the same time, when you text the chick and she don't hit you back, right? And you hit her up again, you feel what I'm saying? Even though she still hasn't hit you back, that sort of contradicts that sort of alpha energy you had from the jump. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you can hit her back and hit her up if you want, but understand what that means when you do that. You understand? That means that she is looking at it like she can sort of treat you any type of way because she just did and you responded. You see what I'm saying? And this is why usually a lot of times I suggest dudes to just keep it moving and, not really holler back at her. Right? Now, when we talk about you actually just keeping it moving, what it is this. So you text this chick, right? And she didn't hit you back. My, personal thing is that I like to encourage guys to do is to keep it moving. So this doesn't necessarily mean where you have to not talk to her again ever, but it's you are not going to talk to her again ever if she doesn't hit you up. You understand? So the last text that was sent was you. You sent her the text like, yo, what's good? What's popping? Right? And now, if you don't hear back from her, then she ain't going to hear back from you. You understand what I'm saying? So if she is interested in seeing you, she's going to have to respond. Right? Now, what's interesting about this is, you got to understand is, the longer it takes her to respond, right? What it means also in a lot of cases is the less interest she has in you also. So what I mean is this. You hit that chick up. Let's say you hit her up, I don't know, Thursday or some shit, right? Now, let's say you hit her up, let's say Thursday at 2:00 p.m. Right? Now, if she hits you back around like, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, cool. You understand? If she hits you back within 10 minutes, cool. But if she takes, 2 days to hit you back or 2 weeks to hit you back, right? That's showing, low interest. You see what I'm saying? So the longer it takes the chick to hit you back, it's showing her interest level, right? Now you can still fuck with her if you want, but just understand that, that's showing the interest level. Because what happens a lot of times too is that when a chick is taking long to hit you back, either she's not interested as much, or what happens is that she's weighing out all her other options. You understand? Now there are situations where she may feel a certain type of way, be intimidated in certain situations, but usually it's more about her interest not being that high. If she's taking long to hit you back, or she's weighing out her options. So usually what I look for is when I text a chick, I'm looking for her to text me back, within 24 hours, and the sooner the better. You feel what I'm saying? And that's when I really deal with that chick like that. And see what happens is that when you text a girl and she didn't hit you back and you just keep it moving, you don't really hit her back. What is showing her is that if she's not responsive to you, you're not gonna fuck with her. You understand? See, there's a difference when you look at those two different things. You have one guy who texts the girl back even though she didn't hit him back, and you have another guy who's not going to text her at all unless she texts him back. You see what I'm saying? So you have to choose which guy you want to be. See, there was a chick that I went out with a few weeks back, maybe like a month ago at this point or whatever. And, she's a cute chick, you know what I'm saying? Nice little cute, thick Dominican chick or whatever. And we had a good time and everything, got some drinks and all that. And what happened was, she wanted to see me again, so she hit me up and she was like, "Hey, let's hang out." So I said, "All right, cool. When when you free, let's make something happen." I was like, "I'm free this day. Let's try to do this day." So then she was like, "Oh, I'm not sure," because I think she worked at like some fucking restaurant and she has to fucking find out her schedule for the week or whatever, right? So I was like, "All right, cool. Well, listen, hit me back, when you know your schedule." You feel what I'm saying? And so she was like, "All right, cool." You understand? And so when the day came when she was supposed to know her schedule or whatever, she didn't hit me back. And I still, till this day, haven't sent her a text message at all. So this chick will never hear from me until she hits me back. You feel what I'm saying? So I keep it moving. Because that's how I choose to play the game. Because this is the funny part about it, is that a lot of times what'll happen is that when you hit a chick up or when you tell a chick to hit you back or whatever it is, and she's not responding to you, and then you go and respond to her, as soon as you send that message or as soon as you make that phone call, it's all downhill from there. You understand what I'm saying? It's already all downhill from there. So the shit ain't gonna last. You ain't gonna really, and then the amount of time it lasts, it's going to be a bunch of fuckery because now she knows, and sometimes it's not even conscious, it's subconscious. Now she knows that you're not the type of guy she has to give the utmost respect to. You see what I'm saying? Because she just basically did some shit that she shouldn't did, and you still rewarded her with that time and attention. You see what I'm saying? This is why I suggest that guys just keep it moving. So if she don't hit you back, that's probably the last time she's ever going to hear from you. And if she wants to hear from you, she has to holler at you. And then when she hollers at you, you got to look at, okay, well, damn, it's been a week. Do I even want to take this chick seriously? Maybe I'll hit it a few times and keep it moving, but I don't, what I'm saying? I'm not really, respecting that type of energy. You feel what I'm saying? Or you see, okay, I hit her up, she hit me back within like 5 minutes. Cool. Right? That's what's up. I'll continue to fuck with her. You see what I mean? So it's the difference between that and then also it's the difference between that, and then you hitting her up, she don't respond, and then you hit her up again. It's two different types of situations and two different types of outcomes. And the reason why I'm saying that when you hit her up after she hasn't responded, that is downhill from there, right? Is because the dynamic has already shifted as soon as that situation occurs. Because what happens is that you being that high value, attractive alpha type of dude, that sort of, perspective or perception goes out the window. You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is that she's looking at it like, well, I didn't even respond to this dude and he's hitting me up. Like, damn. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what's up with this guy? You see what I mean? Now, again, some of that's conscious, some of that's subconscious. But that's what actually happens in those situations. And this is why I suggest guys, hey, listen, when you're out here dealing with these chicks, when they do that type of shit, keep that shit pushing. Also, what makes it, beneficial for you when you keep it pushing is that it maintains your, dignity, and self-esteem. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're saying to yourself, I'm not going to respond to women who don't respect what I'm trying to do. You understand? If I hit you up, you're supposed to hit me back. You understand what I'm saying? Period. You know what I mean? And so if you're not doing that, I'm good. I'm gonna keep it moving. You see what I'm saying? Because I've said this a lot of times, that your actions and your behavior is going to dictate how women view you. You understand? What type of category they put you in. You see what I mean? So just understand that. So again, there's no real right or wrong type of way to do it. Is just you have to choose who you want to be. Now, before you go, make sure you click the link below to get your free copy of the audio program, Undeniable Game. This program is going to teach you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. In this audio program, you'll learn exactly what you need to do to become that confident man women are attracted to. You'll also learn what you must do to become better at approaching and talking to women. You'll learn why women don't return your calls and what to do to increase the chances of women returning your calls. You also learn the only time you should call or text a woman. You'll learn how to start conversations with women. You'll learn the mindset you must have to be successful with women. You'll also learn the main thing you need to do to figure out if a woman is really interested in you, and much more. So make sure you click the link below to get your copy today.